Joyce Najm and I'm here with Marcus Pontes. This is a great pleasure. He is the first Brazilian astronaut who went to space. Hi Marcus, how's everything going?
Very good, very good. Really my pleasure to be here today to talk with these kids and maybe give them some ideas, some thoughts about space flight and probably something that can happen, can help them to their lives as well.
Exactly. Well, my first question is, whenever you went to space and whenever you saw the planet Earth, what changed in your mind? Like, you saw the whole planet. What happened in your mind there?
Well, first of all, I don't believe anybody can go to space and when come back say, if somebody go to space and coming back say, you know, never, I'm never changing. Everything is the same. No, that's not true. So every time you go, you have the sensation of being part of something, the universe, and you feel very small. That's true, but from other point of view, you feel that you have to do something in your life, like a legacy to the next generation and things like this. So you feel different, not because you are an astronaut or something. You feel different because you realize how small you are.
Exactly. Well, my another question is about your training. How was the experience? I mean, like, were you ready to go to space whenever they say, hey, you're selected? And how was the physical, psychological, and technical training?
There's a lot of training before being assigned to flight. But once you are assigned, you get to be very specific about your flight. So everything you have to do, I'm part of the maintenance of the International Space Station, so you have to study the systems that you're going to deal with in space. You're going to of course, International Space Station is a lab, so you have to work the research there. It's like you are the eyes and the hands of the scientists in space, so you have to train specifically for that mission. And about the health, you have to be very careful at the end for the flight, and the medical doctors there, they make sure that everything is okay with you, and a lot of training with this as well.
I see. Well, another question about the Latin American perspective. Whenever you were selected from Brazil, right? And so, like, what was your main idea that you said, well, I'm going to represent Latin America in space? What do you think is happening now with the Latin American community and space?
Yeah, so first of all, when I got assigned to this function as an astronaut in NASA, I was selected in 1998. I didn't know at that time that I was the only Latin American representing a country from South America in space, or from Latin America actually. We had one astronaut from Mexico time ago, and we had one from Peru, and one from Argentina. But they actually they were born in those countries, but they're Americans nowadays. They're American citizens that they represent United States of America in space. They do not fly with the Peru or the Argentinian flags. So when they told me that you were the only one that flies representing a country from the south hemisphere of the planet, a professional astronaut, I said, is that true? Yes. But it was a really good sensation. Of course you have this responsibility of representing a country and a region of the planet, but it's very good, especially when you get the chance to talk with the young people and trying to inspire them to actually realize their dreams as well.
Okay, and my last question, well, two last questions. The first one is, what do you think the Latin American countries in development need to do in order to establish a space industry? What is the roadmap for them?
It's like our lives. When you are thinking about a plan for your life, you have a big plan, a big dream, and in order to do that, you have to study, you have to prepare yourself, and you have to dedicate part of your time not only for the emergency issues that you have every day, but also to study and to be able to fulfill your responsibilities in the future. It's the same for any country. Of course, we have so many things to do to take care of health, everything inside the country, transportation, security, everything. But also countries, they have to to invest in science, technology, and especially in education. That's the way they will get out of the bad situation in all the issues that they have nowadays to be prepared for the future. And so I see it's the same in space flight, in space exploration. We have to reserve to invest in science technology, otherwise we are going to be always in development or developing countries. We have to be developed.
Okay, and our very last question is like, what is your advice or your message to all youth or younger astronaut dreaming teenagers we have from Latin American countries? What would you tell them?
I would tell what my mom told me long time ago, and that's one thing that I'm going to tell guys here today. I came from a very poor family actually, and I had to work when I was 14 years old to help at home, and then I remember one day when I told my friends that I would like to be a pilot, they told me that was impossible for me, it's just for rich people, things like this. And then my mother, she came and told me, you know, you can be whatever you want in your life if you study, if you work hard, if you persist, and if you always do more than expected from you. So 4 things: study, work hard, persist, always do more than expected from you. You can be whatever you want in life.
Thank you very much, sir. Bye-bye all.